Hello dear students, so now today we would move ahead in this second chapter of class 8th mathematics, that is parts, where we were discussing how to express the given number in standard form. That already I have told you. If you want to express a given number in the standard form, then you would have to write this in the form of n multiplied 10 raised to the power n, where this n ranges from 1.1 something to 9.99 etc. Means it cannot take the value more than 9 and it cannot take the value less than 1, this one n. Okay, and this one n represent the integer which can be positive, negative and 0 also. Okay, so let's say you are to express this 847 in the form of standard form. So first this is 846, so means the n that you are going to write, this should be between 1 and 10, means ranges from 1 to 9. So if you are to express this in standard form, then you would have to move the decimal from right. Decimal would be here somewhat right, so decimal would be moving from right to left. So when you are moving the decimal from towards the left, then at the time you are adding there, so left add. Okay, so when you are shifting the decimal towards left, then at that time you are to add. So here also you are shifting the decimal towards left because the decimal should be here 8 point something, because it should be between 1 and 9, so 8 is there, so I would be writing it as 8.46, isn't it? Yes. So because I have to shift the decimal from here to here, so 8.46 I am right here. So now how many places I have shifted? 2 places, so I would add 2 here. So in case of where you are shifting the decimal towards the left, then at that time you are to add the power. So in case here you are to add there 2, so answer would be 8.46 multiplied 10 raised to the power 9. This would be the required answer, isn't it? Yes. So similarly here also again you would have to shift the decimal from right towards the left. So again you are shifting the decimal towards left. If you are shifting the decimal towards left, so you would have to add them. So decimal, where should be the decimal? I think 3 point something, then only it can be between 1 and 9, isn't it? So I would be writing it as 3.759, isn't it? So I have shifted decimal 3 places, 1 2 3 places here. So while I am shifting the decimal towards left, then I would have to add there. So I would be writing minus 4. How many places shift? 1 2 3. So I would be adding here 3. So answer would be how much? 3.759 multiplied 10 raised to the power minus 1, isn't it? Now the next question is, here if you see decimal is here, now you have to shift the decimal up to here. I think decimal should be 4 point something, then only it can be between 1 and 9. So decimal, how many places you have to shift? 1 2 3 4, isn't it? 1 2 3 4. So you are shifting the decimal right. So if you are shifting the decimal towards right, then at that time you have to subtract the power. So I would be writing it as 4.37, because decimal would be here now, isn't it? 4.37 multiply 10 is the power 4. So I would be subtracting the power. How many places I have shifted? 1 2 3 4. So I would subtract 4 here. So 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. So answer would be 4.37 multiply 10 is the power 0, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. 4.37 multiply 10 is the power 0. And as you are knowing, 10 raised to the power 0 is always 1. Okay, so you can write it as 4.37, isn't it? That also would be the answer. 10, any number having the power 0, answer would be 1. Okay, so if this is 1, so answer would be how much? 4.37. Okay, so this is how you would express this in standard form. Similarly, this also you have to express in standard form, that is 4 is to be divided by 1 2, how many zeros here? 1 2 3 4 5 zeros. So I can write it as 4. Look here, if you see, I can write it as 4, that is to be divided by, after 1, how many zeros are there? 1 2 3 4 5. So I can write it at 10 raised to the power 5, isn't it? Because 5 zeros are there, so I have written it like this. Okay, now this power would go up, so the power is positive, and if it is going up, the power would become negative. So I would be writing it as 4 multiply 10 raised to the power minus 5. This is how you would express this in standard form. This is in standard form because here you have 4, which is in between 1 and 9, isn't it? Similarly, if you have to express this in standard form, again you would have to shift the decimal from towards the right, isn't it? So decimal should be somewhat here. So I would be writing it as 7.2984. Getting it or not? Multiply 10 is the power. How many places you have shifted? 1 2 3 4 places. So while you are shifting the decimal towards right, you have to subtract the power. So how many places shift? 4 places shift. So I would be writing it as minus 4, isn't it? So this is how you would solve the given question. Okay, and the similar questions I am going to give you for home, which you have to do on your own. Let me write the questions here now. Okay, question is, you have to express 946 multiplied 10 raised to the power 8 in standard form. Then you have second question, 0.00087 multiplied 10 raised to the power minus 7 again. 6 divided by 1000000. Then again fourth one, 686 divided by this much. Then fifth one, 0.00079 divided by 10 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. Okay, so these are some questions which you have to solve on your own. Okay, that is all for today. Would be discussing some other questions of this chapter in the next lecture. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you. Have a good day.